Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of June 7th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Pisces, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message to you from source, something that they want you to consider at this time so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life in this moment. With all of that said, my friend, let's begin. Tapping into the Pisces collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Piscean collective for the week of June 7th, 2026. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Two of Wands. Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. What signs are showing you that it is time to move forward? So we have a Cancerian season coming in. What is that? June 20th, June 21st. So between now and then, there's an opportunity that is presented to you. You'll need to make a decision if you want to move forward with this opportunity. Tell me more about this, please. And I feel like this week is the week you need to start thinking about it. Like, if this were to present itself, what would I do? So this is a little homework assignment, if you will. Kind of get you ready for what's coming in. Some of you already have this on the table. This offer opportunity. For others of you, it's coming in the course of the next 2 weeks. Tell me more about this, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is the Two of Wands their tarot card of the week? Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? One more shuffle. Thank you. Opportunities are not only ones that we receive, they're also ones that we create. So this might be something that you're thinking of doing as well. We have the World card. Two cards came out. We're going to take it. Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You're either creating this or it's being offered to you. And the next card we have is the Six of Swords. Are you going to move forward with this or not? I love how the cards came out. Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. This will change your life. Again, whether you are creating this Ace of Pentacles, and what do I mean by creating the Ace of Pentacles? You're at a job you don't particularly like, and you are deciding over the course of the next week or two to put out your applications and resumes to look for a new job. You are now creating an opportunity, like you're opening up the door for the universe to bring in this opportunity, and then it does. You then receive a job offer, and you get to decide if you're going to move forward with it or not. So something like that here is happening. Let's say you're a single Pisces, and you're going back and forth. I don't know if I want to re-enter the dating pool. If you decide to do that, you are meeting someone. But again, you're basically initiating, if you will, that opportunity because you're saying, I'm ready for this. And then you're putting effort into that. Right? You're putting yourself out there or you're applying for a job. So tell me more about the World card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. So there's a difficult chapter of your life that's quickly coming to an end. Again, whether you consider that difficult chapter to be singlehood or coupled. For others of you, it's possible you have a long-term committed partnership here that's coming to an end. Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Moon. There could be something like that occurring for some of you in the energy of the new moon in Gemini on June 14th. Obviously, that's only for those of you where you know that you have a significant relationship cycling out. For others of you, this very well could be work-related and you're interested in a new financial opportunity. Or if you're a business owner and that King of Wands, it's possible that your business has become very oppressive or it's not yielding the results that you want. And you could be thinking about reaching out to someone for a collaboration or maybe changing up your business model in some way to increase revenue. So a difficult cycle is coming to an end. You now have the opportunity to, like I said, create something new for yourself or put yourself out there to receive something new. So whatever's closing out, are you prepared for the new? And what does the new look like for you, Pisces? Tell me more about this Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Well, that rarely happens in a reading where you get the World card and the Fool card. The rarest I've seen is right back to back. And I think Scorpio had that not too long ago. If you have a job closing out on you, Pisces, you need to really figure out for yourself, what do you want the next job to look like? Because you might put out, 100 applications and resumes, but which job is actually the one that can take you to the 10 of Pentacles? Which one has long-term financial sustainability? Which one is going to be in your life that you can comfortably be at that job for the next 5 or 10 plus years? So I think first and foremost, on the heels of whatever's ending, you need to figure out what you're doing next. What do you want that Ace of Pentacles to be? If you have a long-term committed partnership closing out on you, where are you going to move? Do you need a housing situation? I say that because there's a door here. So, is that what you need to look for? Is that where you need to start investing your energy? If you have a job closing out, or you're contemplating leaving a burdensome or a difficult job, or one that doesn't pay you well enough, what do you want the next job to look like? If you're a business owner, again, entrepreneurial spirit there of the King of Wands, and your job has just become too busy or too burdensome, is there something new that you have to learn, like in an effort to work smarter, not harder? Is there a collaboration here that can take place? Do you need to hire someone to help you? So I just feel like something difficult is closing out. You have the opportunity to have a fresh new slate. What do you want the new slate to look like? Because you're going to be, you're going to be faced with some decisions here to make over the course of the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most. And you have to have a really good idea of what it is that you want. Same thing if this is love. What do you want in a love partner? What are your core principles in a person? So when you are approached by this individual and you go out on a couple of dates, you'll be able to tell right away. You're not going to lose 6 months of yourself or a year of yourself in a relationship that then, crashes and burns. You'll know on the first date or two, this is not for me. So there's something like that closing out, something new coming in. Very similar to Aquarius, you need to figure out what that new has to have for you. I mean, I know it's long-term sustainable results, but what are the 5 core principles, that job needs, or that living situation? Tell me about that 6 of Swords here. I would get ready to make this decision, but the best way for you to make a decision is to know exactly what it is that you want. If I'm looking for a house, I'll use myself as an example. I'm looking for a house out of state to move. And I told the realtor initially, I'm looking for homes in this zip code. And she just, she didn't know. She's doing her job. She sends me every house listing in that zip code, but I had to find it. I had to reduce that list. I had to create the filter basically and say, I'm looking for a ranch, a 3-bedroom, this size lot. You know what I mean? Close to the ocean, but not too close to the ocean. So, I had to give her the parameters. I had to tell her the prices. And now every other day she sends me home listings within those parameters. So it's like narrowing down the search. So I feel like the same thing here is occurring for the Piscean collective. You kind of need to narrow down the search. What do you want the next blank to look like? Since this is closing out, the apartment lease is closing out. What do you want the next apartment to be? You can't just blindly go looking for an apartment. You should have top 5 or top 10 qualities that you need in a residential dwelling. 6 of Swords. Tell me about the 6 of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Swords is clarified by 7 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Hermit. Bottom of deck, Justice. I think you need to figure this out now, because I feel like when the offers and opportunities come in, you're going to have to make some split-second decisions. So you need to know exactly what it is that you want. Otherwise, I don't feel like you have a lot of time here. So again, you put out 10 resumes or applications and you get back 5 job offers, and you go on interviews, of course, but then you get 5 job offers. They might all want to know by tomorrow which job you're taking. So now you have 24 hours to figure out what job. If you had an idea of exactly the type of job you want, the pay, the benefits, you know what I mean? The work schedule, work at home, in the office, maybe split, work 3 days at home or 2 days in the office. Like if you have a good idea of what you want, then it's really easy when you get hit with 5 job opportunities to say, not this one, not this one. Oh, this one's in my pay range. Oh, this one provides good benefits. Again, it's narrowing down the search. It's creating the filter. Now you only have 2 jobs to look at, and you're not overwhelmed by comparing 5 jobs. Because I feel like when the offer opportunity comes in, I feel overwhelmed here. That 7 of Pentacles to the Moon card. It's like, I don't know what direction to go in. And I think that's why Source is giving you a heads up. Spend the next week or 2 figuring out what blank is for you, because I think you're getting more than one opportunity here. Justice, 2 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. What type? I don't know what this partnership is for you, professional, platonic, or romantic. What do you want it to look like? Because you have something new coming in and you're going to have to figure it out. And I don't think you can do it, you know, last minute type of thing. Let's say you're a single Pisces and suddenly you put yourself out there and now 3 people ask you out on a date Friday night. Okay, well, it's, you know, it's Sunday. You've got 5 days, but you can't wait till last minute to tell who you're going out on a date with. You're going to have to reply soon. So what type of partner are you looking for? Again, what are those 5 core principles? I just feel something like that is happening, like you're receiving a lot of offers or opportunities. Can I get 1 card on those offers and opportunities? I feel like a split-second decision here is going to be needed. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. Those opportunities, the Fool. I told you. Bottom of the deck, Tower. You do not see this coming. Offer, opportunity, communication. And I feel like there's a lot of them here. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the Chariot, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. I mean, okay, look, if you're a single Pisces, these are a lot of people who are interested in you. But I don't read gender, so you could even be, you know, you could be a feminine. These could be all masculines or vice versa. I don't read body parts. But look how quickly we go from suddenly receiving all the job offers, all the living situations. You know, maybe you have your house up for sale. This is 3 or 4 buyers that want your house. Well, what do you need to sell your house? The dollar amount? Do you need to rent the house out for a couple of months so you find the next place to live? Like, I really think you need to figure out that Ace of Pentacles, because you have a lot of suitors or opportunities, if you will, coming towards you, and you can only pick one. That Page of Pentacles is only holding 1 pentacle there. So I just feel like there's a split-second decision here that's needing to be made. Let's say you're going through a divorce with that World card and the Justice. There might be something here at play where you only have a couple of days to figure out what are you taking from the house. So it's like you need to do the inventory from now. You want the microwave, you want this photo, you know what I mean? You want that reclining chair. Again, whatever it is, I feel like you need to filter it down. So when you're rapid fire going through things, you already have a good idea of what you want from the contents. Same thing if this is the purchase of a vehicle. What do you want in a vehicle? 3 cards here of advice. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, the Devil, the Star, and the Queen of Pentacles. There's something, I'm telling you, there's something coming in here. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. And that was your card, was the 2 of Wands. And the Death card here twice. On the heels of something ending, you're going to need to make some very rapid fire decisions. And it's important that you make these decisions from a healed place, not a confused place or a toxic place, or you're just repeating patterns from the past. The Queen of Pentacles is a no bullshit queen. This is the energy of someone who worked very hard for that pentacle in her hand. She's very conscious about how she's going to invest it next. That pentacle is one of her most valuable possessions. And that pentacle is different for all of you. Your love, your time, your money, your talent, your business. You know, it's different for all of you. How are you going to invest it? So there's something here about maybe repeating a pattern or getting too confused and making a mistake, or making a decision from a more calm and grounded and healed place. Some big decisions coming up here for you. So figure out that Ace of Pentacles. So again, when you start receiving these offers on the heels of this other thing ending, you'll make the best decision for yourself. Sorry, sometimes I channel so quickly the words come out of my mouth like mud. But that is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week ahead. Preparation, preparation, preparation. That's what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.